this is a dream. My notes and force is fading right. I can't believe it was a dream. So I'm not denying myself.
All right, folks. Hello. Glad to have you in here. I'm hoping you can see me. Why is the camera not here? What's going on? Give me my NVIDIA broadcast date. Can't smell. That doesn't help. Spell. That's the one we're after. Oh, dear. Morning, folks. How are we all doing? Here's my camera. Hello there. There we go. Hi. That took a bit longer than needed. Typical. It's broken. Crap. 1 second. Wah. Of course, now you can't hear anything because everything broke. 1 second. We need to start talking about these drafts a bit. Nemesis picked up Syndra. Drum roll. There we go. Good grief. Ta-da. Just needed a reload, eh? Beautiful. That ought to do it. I just need to reload this. Good grief. That was a lot harder than it needed to be. There we are. Look at that. Ta-da. Not hard at all, guys. Let's move some things around. Right. So, what have we got in draft? Do I have snacks to drink? I do indeed, in fact. Here's my drink. Lemonade. Red Bull lemonade, actually. Really hitting the spot right now. Okay, so Pantheon Galio, double globals, plus Syndra. Nice. NORD gone to take away the Cho'Gath. Can actually be quite annoying into Syndra. And Pantheon, actually. You got the Ari Neferi for a really nasty dive and skirmish duo. At the stretching, thank you very much. Right over this. Behold, a man preparing to cast from League of Legends. Specifically, NORD versus Lost Ratones. If you are an NLC fan, you need to be in here right now. Look at the draft. They're coming up right now on your screen. Be here. Or be, not square. Maybe we'll pick another shape this time. Be octagonal. You don't want to be octag. Easy. Second phase of bans will be mostly bot lane, or interestingly, top lane as well. They are reckoning that Cho'Gath could go somewhere else, aren't they? There we go. Actually, that's a lie. What I'm talking about is the first 3 bans there with the Poppy and the Gwen. Yeah, it's support and AD bans. Rakan. Good for Reckless. It's a good pairing with the Pantheon. Galio top, I think, is realistically what it is. How am I doing? What's the background? I can't spell. Okay. Meow. Hey, there you go, Vod. Okay, so Nord. Kaiser and Alistair to pair up with the dive combo already. Got Galio and Pantheon to try and match that. On the other side, Tristana makes it quite slippery. The LR got a lot of tools to potentially undercut Nord's dive plans. However, Nord can be a lot more suspect about looking for those dive plans. And if LR ever mess up using the Galio ult and the Pantheon ult, there's big windows which Nord can play through. It also involves Baus not being completely mullered in the game. Here we go. That's the one. No. Boom. Ah! No, I think Galio versus Cho'Gath is a terrible idea, especially as Cho with Heartsteel. Yeah, we'll see. I think Baus Galio with the pad vacuum is probably going to do better than Neferi Cho. I've been wrong before. Yeah, like Neferi Cho is whatever. Neferi Ari, however, is terrifying. It's a really scary one-item spike. We've all seen Neferi's take over games at this point, guys. I should be no surprise to you all. Hey, Jelly, good to see you. A lot of power picks in this draft. I dig it. Yeah, it should be a fun one. I think mid jungle is going to be really important in this game. And if Nash and Reckless get into skirmishes early, Rakan and Alistair are often game changers if they can get out of lane and do fun things. There's probably that as well. Who gets their mid lane most useful? I mean, the Syndra's going to take a little bit while, but if you can get the Neferi and the Ahri rolling, or this Pantheon Galio kind of combo rolling, I think things get very, very valuable. So basically what I'm saying is keep your eyes on the jungler. They've got a lot of agency to make plays. Sorry, Vi, except good. Some truth to that, though. It's a more high damage variant, right? With the Vi struggles to be a soul carrier, and when in theory really can just be a carry in a game.
Minions have spawned.
You know. See? Okay. Dachi. It's got Hail of Blades, by the way, for immediate burst. Ouch. Oh, yeah, move my 7 range. What am I doing? You're absolutely right. I'm so glad someone's paying attention. Nikolai, you're so right. Oh, my God. So busy doing social stuff. Nikolai, I'm so sorry. You're absolutely right. I am, in fact, just slightly dumb. Oh, dear. Chachi's first experience against Bowser makes it a little rough. I think, honestly, Chachi was deserving the MVP this split. He had a really, really, really good split. I think his finals weren't fantastic, but the rest of the split was awesome. And his upper bracket was demolition against that. Thanks, mate. No problem. I can't believe I forgot to move it. The reason is, I've got, like the game screen here on my other screen, so I'm looking at it there. And it's kind of like a feed for my OBS, but it doesn't contain my camera. So I was busy looking at that, thinking, well, everything seems fine. Good flash mid needed. Bloody hell, good work, no way. And I just hadn't realized I hadn't moved my camera back, because I wasn't looking at it. And I look over and say, what do you mean my camera? And I will look over the screen and realize I'm just sat in the middle of the screen. Which is not particularly professional of me. Sorry about that one. Good night, guys. Good night, guys, says Lucky Man. It's a bit early for that, isn't it? I've only just started. Aha! That's actually a lot of damage on the Bowser there. Can Chachi flash anything for? Maybe not. Reset on the Raptors. Gankles loses that. Oh, the flash for the Rupture and the auto. Nice work, Chachi. That Rupture was clean as fuck, by the way. Oh, woohoo! Nice return fire. That's really great. Dollar Bolo, it was nice. Hey, Mr. Watts. Good to see you. Over expensive. What happened there? Ah, nice. Well, I mean, you on. Oh, come on, Chachi. He was on a ward. That's quite bad. I can't believe I hit Aragon as WE got eliminated. That's incredible. That's incredible. I think I'm about there with social stuff. 1 sec. Once. Okay, good charm. Into the ult. Oh, hang on. Yanko's got interrupted. Oh, that's problematic. I think Nemesis probably still does die, and that gets a reset on the ult. Gets the shield. Trying to back away. I think he just dies. Okay, 1 for 1. No, we've still got an ult charge to work with. Dodges out. Charm out. Yep, nice work. Okay. Been very even so far. Important kill onto Nemesis. All good. game's entertaining. That's good to know. Now the charm. That interrupt on Yankos coming through was massively key. I think otherwise Nemesis dies 5 seconds early there. You know what I mean? Long before Velia gets in. Probably do, I think. Ooh. Is that a flash from Velia? No, who did I hear that flash from? No way. Game sound is too low. Okay. Second, we can change that. I do like the feats of warfare is 3 kills now. Yeah, it's a lot more balanced. I think blasting for first blood was a bit mental. Ari flashed Alex is jealous. Boom, Eka. That's poor even for yours, Dad. How is Bowser? Of course, proxy farming. Nemesis needs to hold on. That's a lot of damage. Back away we go. Flash from Yankos. Do you get the ult off Bow? Nash. I think he could be in danger here because Reckless can just, yeah, do that. Game sound is too high. Jay, I swear to God. I've split the difference. Still too loud. The last adjustment is it. HUD showing the choke jumps. Yeah, a lot of them do now. They've started that. It's in LPL, in LEC. Yeah, most of the HUDs have it now, which is really nice. Rats are dancing on. That was a really nice play. Also, has got the easy bracket. Potentially. Let's see. Need to look at them again and just remind myself properly. Optimal sound. Billy, you're a real one. I see you. Oh, game says hi. Okay? I swear to God. I'm happy with it here. Hello, Mr. Energize. How are you doing this right now? Who do you think would win LPL? Sorry, that's super fine. I'm happy to talk a bit of LPL. We've got a bit of a quiet moment here. I have a feeling. Yeah, I know he's trolling Billy. It's fine. It's kind of funny. I am down to play that kind of thing for joke. It's not a problem. I know he's messing with me. It's not bothering me. It did make me smile. I am also someone who enjoys some similarly dumb jokes. It's not that big. It's not that big a deal. Am I Olivia? No, I'm not. I'm initialized. I work with Olivia on occasion. I do some voiceover stuff for some of his channels. I do LPL with him and Nymera. But this is me co-streaming, and Olivia asked whether he could restream some of this stuff. And I said sure, because I get more viewers this way, which is cool. As for LPL stuff, I have a sneaking suspicion it's going to be BLG. I have a sneaking suspicion it's going to be BLG. Until I see their corpse buried in the dirt, I will never count that team out. My honest answer. Well, I'm quite excited for the IG BLG series tomorrow. I think that's going to be absolute fun. Who do you think will win a fight between Mike Tyson and a baby with no arms and no legs? I mean, the baby, obviously, because Mike Tyson is too gentle a human these days, clearly, to let that happen. And the baby clearly has superpowers. It's a trick question. Well, Baus is dead. Unless he can ult out. Okay, flashes. What happened mid? Hang on, how is Syndra end up with 30 CS lead, by the way? Bloody hell. So I think we're between KT and T1. Theoretically, it should be T1. If it is a T1 that played the 2 series they played before playoffs, they're going to get 3-1'd. If T1 come in with their regular playoffs form, having actually done a bit of work to solve the issues and come to a bit of a conclusion how they play the game, and then they feel like they can draft and aren't over-forcing Doran on carries when it's not a good draft for it, or Goomer's not comfortable on some of the other carries and messing up laning state that he shouldn't be messing up, then we'll have a series on. Then T1 should win. It's a telecom war, and T1 didn't come into playoffs looking particularly hot. So that makes me very nervous to call that. Oh, bye, Cody Jack. You can give me some views instead. I'm initialized. Come join my channel instead, Cody. They're not bad. LR is just better than the majority of teams in this tier. Yeah, they often are. This snowball's been really good. They didn't manage to gank the Syndra down properly. Syndra being this crazy high in CS, though, is really problematic. Because she can basically solo carry this game. She is half the gold lead individually. Like, I am well surprised. What is it? 3 ganks? 3 ganks that Nemesis is this far ahead? That's mental. The best KT has looked in years, and the worst T1 has looked in years. I mean, I still remember T1 in summer last year looking abysmal at point. KT should be the favorite. Yeah, KT should be the favorite. I don't think that's crazy to say out. That's you know, I don't think you're crazy to say that. I mean, LR have got 2 dragons. Eternal Soul Point would be in a minute. A 3k up. Particularly in some very concerning places. Mostly mid and then jungle bot. KT wins if they get red side Kappa. But then again, we're all getting excited about KT here, and we all know how that goes. Okay, flash. Inax, you had flash. Okay, yeah, burns it now. Fine. Prediction LCK team will qualify for MSI. I mean, realistically, guys, it's Gen G is the team that will be the #1, basically. They're obviously going. And then I think you're realistic probably between HLE, KT, T1. If Zaka continues to fall off, you know, I'm going to put the dark horse out. I think it might be KT. Weird play from Nash, but it does split Crowny off from the squad. Baus is down. Oh, hang on. That's really nice from Yankos. And I think they can keep threatening Crowny. One more ult to go. Bit of Foxfire. Missed the Orb Deception. Tried to flash to bring it back. Oh, that's so annoying. No, I didn't get it. While I do love Goma, I wish they experimented more with Smash. Yes, but I actually think they needed to decide. And I think they got caught between coaches and staff and fans. And T1 fans are very vocal. In all the best and often worst ways as well. We know how ardent that fan base is. And I think that meant that if you ever were going to switch to Smash, it was going to be challenging. But yeah, I kind of agree. I would have liked to see more Smash. I think it would have been a better metaphor. I really do. And that's not to say that Goomer is bad. I just don't know whether he's LCK winning good right now. I wonder whether Smash could have been with a bit of... I think it's been a great meta for Goomer. I don't think he picked the champion he needed to. Velia, Think just dies here. Charm, nice dodge on the Comet Spear. Important shutdown. Nash. Has exhaustion. That Cho'Gath could actually be a serious problem this game. Oh my days. So he, yeah, that's mid lane turret gone. That's, yeah, LR should be fine from this point. Like, the Syndra alone should be game ending. You got a Star who's also didn't Stash hate the rest of the year off. I genuinely don't know. Genuinely don't know. There is a bit of playing to their opponent's sport level. I agree. No way. Good ult away, actually. Isn't Syndra just an auto-win pick for LR? It's very good. I think it's probably Nemesis' most, like, domineering champion. That makes sense. When he's on the Syndra, he tends to be very oppressive, very inexorable. How much farm he gets, how often he shoves up, how much damage he gets down. Like, you just, like, kind of look down and go, wait, how is he at 205 CS right now? And everyone else is trying to catch up with him. But him and Crownie did a very good job of being efficient as a CS picker. The Fury's pretty scary here too, though. I agree. Like, I think if once Jankos hits Black Cleaver, he could be problematic this game. There's the Cosmic Drive that Nemesis loves. There's the Riftmaker and the Infedge. I think NORD pass the next dragon unless they get to the second items themselves. And then they can play. Oh, hang on. Nice pick. Wait. Nash is probably going to be in danger here, but he's got his ult to work with. They summon both globals? Oh, LR have really fluffed this. Those globals are not going to be up, I don't think, particularly the Galio ult, before Dragon, are they? When it is round 2, it is rank 2, so maybe they are. Maybe I overspeak it. Globals are always very long cooldowns. How much ability Ace of Bowser have right now? You have about a minute, Rogue, before Dragon Spawn. Alara kind of doing a vision baity thing. If you were going to run, I'd do it now. They're about to do wait, they're doing Adakan. Okay. They're on vision, though. Nash is half. There's the Herald. Is it battle heralding time? You've got to try and smite into Cho'Gath. I don't think you want this. Alright, Jankos drives around. Whee, okay. 1 or 2 3 can catch someone. NORD still doesn't have a turret. Hey, enjoy. Well, the way it was lost is the main issue. I think it's fine if Zeus wanting out, but it's hard to trust management of a team that fumbles like that, especially when T1's fans have spent basically their whole careers either with number 1 or number 2 team at worst. There's some truth to that. I think the fact that, I think the Zeus situation was handled very poorly. into the Smash Boomer situation, also being handled quite poorly. It's not been a very pretty look for upper management. Don't think that's as much to do with the coach, really. Good charm. Failure. Goes on forward. Gets a bit of a heal. That's a nice engage from Nash. Did it turn into all that much? No, it doesn't. Yankos pulled the backs a bit early. He doesn't quite die, but they lose the Ari. That's going to be sole point, isn't it? Nemesis. Can't quite flash for the ult. His ult down rather. Ooh, falls away. Flash, grand entrance, barrier, hero's entrance. A lot of entrances. Chachi flashes on in, but he's still going to get hit by the Scat of the Week. Nemesis and Reckless Masterclass. Hey, Lion Man, good to see you. Nord scale's better. No. Syndra and Tristana scale better. The Kai'Sa is good scaling, but I think that's matched by the Tristana. Syndra outscales Ari pretty heavily. Cho'Gath theoretically outscales. Neferi kind of outscales, but I think, like, compositionally, the range, the poke, Syndra doing this will get more and more problematic. Remember, Syndra actually just has insane amounts of value left. Amber streamed? Oh, she did! I didn't get to go. I was out. How was the stream? They don't scale better? I think Nord scale better this game pretty heavily. Sorry, LR scale better this game. Sorry. Did I say Nord? I meant Lost don't scale better. Like, Alistair scales well, but I think the carries will scale significantly better. Tristana is one of the OG hyper carries, and that'll match the Kai'Sa just fine. Syndra outscales Ari pretty heavily. You just off value of your passive alone. Cho'Gath and Neferi outscale Pantheon and Galio, but I don't think to a meaningful enough level to take away from the backline. Yeah, did I say Nord movie? I meant Lost Return. Scale better. If I said Nord, I was wrong. Oh god, guys. Yeah, that's Also, global value as the game goes on means you can just collapse faster too. Outhand, outrange, out CC, and confidence aside. Yeah, I think it's just a lot better from Lost Returns. TP in. You explained for how long and said Nord, I think. Okay, so my explanation was correct. I just said the wrong team name. Good to know. So, mostly correct. My favorite kind of correct. Nash is so dead. Yeah. That's Ruin ult, by the way. Oh, flash the shield of Durand. Yankos is a dead man. Nice. Unleashed power. This has been an absolute shellacking. Whee, look at that gold. Nash just dying again. Yeah. Yeah, it is. No way. Good chop. It doesn't matter though, does he? Because he gets absolutely blasted by a bus drop and Unleash Fire. I mean, this game is so over. Is just me or does League become boring when one team always just win? Gas for sleep. I was a bit there. Sorry. Well, I was hoping NORD would be a little bit more competitive in the early game, and they weren't. Lost Ratones winning an early game is a problem. That should not have happened. All right, valiant effort. Oh, go on. Want to kill off Nemesis, can't. Oh, good grief. Well then, that is, are they going on Bousy? With the founded dive, my goat. That was absolutely brutal. How could Kaiser play this comp? It was Kaiser playing into double global. It was basically you needed to be able to bait the globals out.